So, Chris, what does being a chaplain mean in the Glory Road context?
It means caring for the people within the ministry, looking after their spiritual needs, talking to them about their problems, and being a shepherd to those that work close by, but also on the outer circles, helping people who have immense problems within the trucking industry. So, you get an awful lot of drivers are ex-servicemen, and with that comes its own set of problems. An awful lot of them have served in Afghanistan or Iraq or the Falklands, and they come back with huge amounts of trauma, PTSD, anger. Anger is the main thing. I haven't spoken to a soldier yet that doesn't suffer with anger problems. So it's trying to help them to deal with that, talk to them, get them to talk to me. And it's really weird. An awful lot of them, it isn't really the battlefield trauma that's the worst. It's their life prior to that. An awful lot of them have like broken homes, or they weren't treated well at home, and the forces were their family, really. That's where they found the love that they didn't get within the home. But with truck driving, there's an awful lot of marital problems. Obviously, an awful lot of the drivers are out maybe 6-7 nights a week. Their wives get used to them not being there, so they sort of evolve into the mother and the father. And when the husband comes home, of course, he's an intruder. So it's very, very hard for them to be, as a Christian husband should be, the priest in the home, because the wife is doing all those things. So and then of course the marriage breaks up, and if they need help, then I'm there to help them to come back together again in a biblical way. Teach them how a biblical wife should be and how a biblical husband should be. We also do bereavement stuff as well, especially just recently with the death of our good friend Frank Grant. That's been a real bad issue. So we sort of being a chaplain is not so much about whether they're sort of Christians or not. It's not what they are, it's how they are. And that's the thing, and it's easier to show people the love of Jesus than it is to tell them. They have to see that there's something different about us. We stand apart. We're of the world, but we're not in the world, if you see what I mean. And it's wonderful. When you see a life put back together again, by the Holy Spirit, not by me. I mean, I'm nothing special. And if it, where did I learn about battlefield trauma? Well, it's the Holy Spirit put people across my path, and rather than say, well, that's not my field of expertise, I just thought, well, you want me to deal with these people, I'll do my best to learn about them, and to help them. And I've read lots of books on Afghanistan and Iraq, and how battlefield trauma affects people and what happens to them. And I did 6.5 years in the fire service myself, so I have a little bit of experience in scary stuff. But it's just that's what a chaplain does. He isn't a vicar that stands at the pulpit. He's a person that gets along people and hold their hands, and it's the people you're interested in. An awful lot of the guys that I speak to aren't Christians. That they're not. Well, the first thing they say is, "Well, I'm not interested in being converted." And you think, well, that's fine. I'm not here to convert you. I'm here to help you.
Yes.
And let the Holy Spirit do the conversion. I'll just help him along a bit by teaching them. I mean, I always say to them that I appreciate you're not interested in the Christianity side of it, but I will be teaching you using biblical principles.
Sure.
So they know that they're getting a little blast of the Bible, and the morals of the Bible, the knowledge of the Bible, the wisdom of the Bible, and how the Bible can be used in everyday life, as a handbook to life. An awful lot of people don't know that.
No, can't.
They can't understand that book that was written all those years ago is relevant for them at this moment, and it is, and it's awesome. It's just a wonderful thing to do, and these guys are fantastic. We all get on well, we all chip in and do stuff, and we could all be out doing other things, playing golf or going down the pub and that sort of thing as people do, but we choose to be here working among these people. This is our harvest field.
Yes.
There's a lot of people in this place that are hurting, that they have a God-shaped hole and they don't know how to put something in it. So we're here to show them that this man here is the person that they need.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Thanks, Chris, very much.